In this lesson, we're going to add the door panel to the family. We finally get to do a simple extrusion. Okay, the perimeter will be simple, but it'd be cool if the door was a stile and rail type door with either a glass or wood insert. Let's do that. The objective of this exercise is to create the 1 3/8 inch thick door panel. Then we will be dividing some reference planes and adding stiles and rails. Open the door family and follow along. The first thing I'd like to do is set my visual style to shaded. You can see the door a little bit better. Next thing I want to do is go down to my ref level, floor plans, in the project browser. And let's take a look at what we're going to do. Got our exterior and our interior. The exterior is where we want the door. This reference plane is already put there by Revit. We select it and it already has a name, exterior. What we're going to do is go to the exterior elevation and set our reference plane at this when we do our extrusions. So in the project browser, let's go to Elevations Exterior. Let's create the door. On the Create panel, click the Extrusion button. On the Work Plane panel, click Set. The name is going to be Reference Plane Exterior. Hit OK. For the extrusion end, let's make it 1 3/8 inch. Make sure it's not 1 foot something. Okay, let's get started. The first thing I want to do is select the inside face of our jamb. It's always hard to find, but it's this line. It's the second line in. So what I want to do is, on the Draw panel, we're going to click on the Pick Lines button. On the Offset, we're going to type in 1/8 of an inch. We're going to offset this line in. Then we're going to offset this line in. Then we're going to offset the radius in. And at the bottom, we're going to offset that up 1/2 of an inch for the undercut. Hit Escape a couple times. On the Modify panel, click the Trim Extend to Corner button. Hit Escape a couple times, and our door panel is in. Next thing I want to do is offset the frame in 6 inches. So let's start doing that now. On the Draw panel, click the Pick Lines button. For the offset, let's type in 6 inches. Scroll into the magenta line and offset it into the door 6 inches. Let's do the top. And let's do the right side. Make sure your lines are clicked. Make sure it's continuous and make sure it touches. Hit Escape a couple times. Now what I want to do is set the bottom up 12 inches. So let's click Pick Lines. Let's offset 12 inches. Excellent. Let's trim this situation out. Hit Escape a couple times. On the Modify panel, let's click Trim Extend to Corner. Let's trim these out. Hit Escape a couple times. Okay, let's add a rail up here. On the Draw panel, click the Pick Lines button. Pick this line and hit Escape. Click Trim Extend the Corner, and we can trim up the corners. Hit Escape a couple times. Let's offset this down 3 inches. On the Draw panel, click Pick Lines. Let's offset 3 inches. Hit Escape a couple times. Click Trim Extend the Corner. Let's clean that up. Hit Escape a couple times. Now let's get a center one going. On the Draw panel, click the Pick Lines button. Let's offset this one 1.5 inches. Let's go to either side. And we have it. Let's fix the bottom first. On the Modify panel, Let's click Trim Extend Multiple Elements. Select the item we want to trim to, then pick the items we want to trim in the area we want to keep. Hit Escape a couple times. On the Modify panel, let's click the Split Element button. Make sure Delete Inner Segment is on. Let's split here. Let's split here. Hit Escape. Up top, let's do the same thing. Let's click Trim Extend Multiple Elements. Select the arc. Select the two lines. Hit Escape. Let's click Split. Make sure Delete Inner Segment is turned on. Let's split here and here, here and here, 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 and here, and these last two. We're getting there. We have the frame set. Let's get a rail centered in here. What we need to do is create a couple reference planes. On the Create panel, click Reference Plane. On the Draw panel, let's use our Pick Lines button. Let's offset this 1 foot 1/2 inch. Once you have the offset 1 foot 1/2 inch, let's offset the ref level up and hit Escape a couple times. Let's dimension it and hit Escape. Let's right-click on the reference plane and create similar. Let's offset a reference plane up 4 feet. Hit Escape a couple times. Let's put a string of dimensions in. Starting from here to here to here. Pick a point right here. Now click EQ and hit Escape a couple times. Let's put one more rail in here. On the Draw panel, click the Pick Lines button. Let's offset 1.5 inches. Offset it up, then offset it down, and then hit Escape a couple times. On the Modify panel, click Trim Extend Multiple Elements. Pick this line first, then pick these two lines. Hit Escape a couple times. Let's use our Split Element icon. Split, 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 split. And just split these out. We can have no crossing or intersecting lines. Hit Escape a couple times. Let's click Trim Extend Multiple Elements. Let's use our Split Lines icon. Not bad. One last thing to do, we need to add some dimensions. So up here, what we need to do is add a bunch of equal dimensions. So click your dimension icon, go from here to here to here, and pick a point off of here, click EQ. Pick here to here, pick a point off of there. From here to here, pick a point over here. Now let's start dimensioning these out. EQ, EQ. Keep doing the same thing. Try not to miss any. Let's do our sides. We can let this dimension be whatever it is. Hit Escape a couple times. Click Finish Edit Mode. Go to a 3D view. Okay, let's test it out. On the Properties panel, click the Family Types button. Let's change the width to 4'6". Let's change the height to 7'6". Hit Apply. Hit OK. Wow, it works. Let's load it into our project. Now let's overwrite the existing version. Let's go to a 3D view. Okay, we're getting there. That worked pretty well. There was a lot of offsetting, splitting, trimming, and dimensioning, but remember, if you had to do this door in any other application, you would be doing the same procedure multiple times. The more effort we put into our families, the more we get out of it.